Alright, good day ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited to bring you an important update on Cardano. When do we ever not bring you important updates? The correct answer is never, because according to some dude, Lark Davis, Cardano is ready to double. Is Lark Davis correct? In this video, I'm going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening with this thing, both short term and long term. Mention some major news stories and catalysts that you guys need to be aware of. So if you like the sound of that, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Because look, I started shilling Cardano pretty hard once we broke out of this ascending triangle back when it was at 40 cents. So let's say you'd been following the channel, let's say you'd gotten in at the top of the breakout, you could have been up on Cardano over 190%. Folks, stay tuned to this channel, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. And what's happening with Cardano right now is immensely interesting, because we were forming this descending triangle based off kind of these red lines here. We can draw it a few different ways, but whatever way you draw it, we broke out bullishly. We got above a key resistance level here at about $1.34, $1.35. So as long as we remain above this region here, I think Cardano is ready to start making moves to the upside and potentially soon test all-time highs. If we look at the Cardano Bitcoin pairing, we're seeing a lot of very important, very significant goings on in this chart. So let me break it down for you. Folks, we're forming this micro wedge, broke out bullishly, fell back down to retest the breakout point, tried to break down, we couldn't. Went back up, and we flipped a very key resistance zone from resistance into support. If we take a look here, all throughout this range here, kind of 2-2, I'd say 223, 23, this region. I'm not going to count all those decimals, folks, but if we could just take a look here, we can see we're constantly getting wicked off this specific region here. We fell back down, retested it, and held it as support. So we're in an apex, making higher highs, higher lows, breaking major resistance, perhaps ready to break out bullishly. If we can get above this red trend line and make a new higher high, I think Cardano is ready to test all-time highs and potentially enter price discovery. My midterm price target for Cardano is, I would say, about $1.75 to about $1.80. If we take the height of our descending triangle, move it to the breakout point, takes us to about $1.75, $1.80. We also have a Fibonacci extension level lining up pretty closely with our price target here. So I think around this range makes a lot of sense once we enter price discovery. And again, I think the key thing we need to look out for in order to understand whether Cardano is ready to see bullish continuation in the short term or not is if we can remain above this key level here, $1.34, $1.35. As long as Cardano remains above that, I think we're ready to start making moves to the upside. At the very least, retest these upper levels here. We have a Fibonacci extension level right here acting as resistance at about $1.45. So I think $1.45 to about $1.50 is going to be that key resistance zone that we could anticipate potential pause or potential rejection off of. So that's some of the key levels we need to look out for as well. Again, folks, if we start to make a higher high above this level, break out from this trend line, make a higher high above this level, I think Cardano is flying. Now, in terms of whether or not Cardano could, 2x or whatever, who knows, folks? Nobody knows. But what we do know is that coming sometime in August, at least in the summer, we have Goguen and the launch of smart contracts, one of the biggest catalysts in Cardano's history, just a few months away. And I say August, the summer, because Cardano, in Charles Hodgkins, I can't even say his last name. How do you say his last name? Hodgkinskins. I'll figure out how to say his name I'll after this video. But bottom line, Cardano is not very good at reaching their kind of their dates that they say they're going to roll out certain functionalities. They haven't really met their timing. So rough timing for around August, around summer smart contracts, I think does make a lot of sense. August, September maybe. So we have a very bullish catalyst coming a few months away, August, September perhaps. Which I think Cardano is very likely to see an anticipatory run-up leading up to the launch of Goguen and smart contracts, which will right now, I believe with Mary, projects are now able to build on their Cardano ecosystem, but the interoperability and a lot of the functionality isn't really fully built out until Goguen launches, again, probably August, September, maybe late summer. So that's what's going on with that. My approach when it comes to Cardano and when to sell is folks, you know, one very popular approach is you buy the rumor, you sell the news. If you know a major catalyst is a few months ahead, you know, you buy the dip, and once that major catalyst is approaching, you sell just beforehand, because again, there's likely to be an anticipatory run-up leading up to the launch of Goguen, and likely a sell-off around the time of launch, because a lot of people use that as a as a marker for when to take some profits, when to sell. So come you know, late August, September, whenever Goguen launches, I'll probably be taking some profits leading up to maybe the week before Goguen launches, around that time. And then as well, also, I'll be fully exiting out of my long-term positions and my Cardano positions once, based off a few factors, based off timings and what's going on with kind of on-chain metrics, cycle top and bottom indicators, and the state of Bitcoin dominance and altcoin dominance. So folks, when it's time to sell, we're going to be talking about it on this channel, and why. Not to tell you guys to sell, because you shouldn't follow what we do. Just because I say something doesn't mean that you have to do it, but in order to hopefully inform your thought process and your research, you know, if you take a look at the kind of factors that we weigh, maybe you can help incorporate that into your own understanding and do further research on your own, because ultimately the goal is for you to not need me. If you know, if through picking up on a few things here and there, through watching our videos, eventually you don't need me, that's amazing. That's the goal. But until that day, stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon notified of new uploads. Again, folks, we're gonna be doing a live stream later tonight. Our first aMillionortheMoon live stream, roughly 6 p.m. Eastern, around that time, give or take a little bit, maybe a half hour or so, 15 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned to that. We're gonna be answering your guys' questions. We're gonna be presenting a few low cap gems on my radar, and just kind of talk about the state of the market and that kind of thing. So those are my thoughts with Cardano, both short term and long term, kind of my sell off strategy as well. Let's say, just before we end off this video, let's say we do break down. I think our next most likely support level is, you know, these red trend lines was once previous resistance will now act as support. But ultimately, I think about $1.21 here is that key support level that we need to look out for, because that's the VPVR point of control. That's where the most amount of volume is traded, and that's what I think is going to be a strong floor of support if we cannot maintain these levels. If we get rejected off $1.34, $1.35, I think this is probably our next strong support level. So that's what's going on with Cardano, both short-term and long-term. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. As well, become a VIP Discord member. You get access through our Patreon. Link for that is down in the description below. If you want to gain access to our VIP Discord group, where we talk about low cap gems, interesting setups, very helpful resources, and we talk to all our members regularly, make sure you check out our Patreon. Link for that is down in the description below. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.